I'm back. All right. Hello, Wesley. Hi, can you hear me? Hi, Josie. It was very fast, right? You had a short time to prepare. But you did a good job. I'm going to add you here. Let me just open the links, okay? Here on my, because here. Because these podcasts, not hunching here, they have transcripts. I don't know if the transcript is complete or is just an extract. This one and this one. Okay, so let me add. Hello, everybody. Hello, Wesley. Hello, Josie. So let me add Josie here right now. Hello, Eugenio. Okay, so today's guest is Josie, and I actually need to write the title, right? I don't know. Hello, Josie.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. I am great. I am trying to read and to listen something for talk to you, but well, we need to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I just a moment, Josie? Newton. No, this is an old one. Because this is my second live today. Newton is a little confused because I did one earlier today. Live conversation class.
It's okay.
With Josie.
Okay, no problem.
Here we are. About, let's see, about what? So, what is the name of the podcast, Josie?
I try to listen three. The first one is 059. The benefits of listening.
But to listen to two episodes of the same podcast. The name of the podcast is Speak English Now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, speak English now. Exactly.
So English people now can also use it. Speak English now. Yes.
Exactly.
So let me just delete this. Okay, let me write podcast. Podcast. All right, now I think we're ready. So let me explain here what we're going to do today. So, hello everybody. This is Josie, today's guest. She's one of our students. And today we're doing a live conversation class with Josie. And what we usually do in our classes is we ask people, and this is new for Josie, we ask people to read articles, to listen to podcasts, to read books, to watch films, TV shows, whatever, and tell us in class. So Josie chose one podcast, and the podcast is called Speak English Now. So this is a recommendation. Do you like it, Josie? Do you like the...
I love it. I love it. Also, I try to put it on my computer, and then you have a lot of options. And for someone that are intermediate or someone that are advanced, or maybe some guys that watch us right now, start now. You can speak English now if you want. And then you have a lot of options to do it. And but for all you need discipline. Study every day.
Yes. Josie, did you listen to the podcast on your cell phone or on the website?
Oh, well, I start listening it by my cell phone, okay?
Yes.
But I feel more comfortable when I put it on my computer, because you have more, you can read something, you can, because cell phone is nice. Like right now, I am using my computer and I am using my cell phone for talk to you. But I guess but if you are inside the bus, if you are spend some time in your alone time, maybe you can use all the time your cell phone, I guess.
Brilliant. So you said everything I was going to say about listening to podcasts. You can listen to them on the move if you're going to work, coming back home from work, if you're at the gym, on the treadmill, running, walking, whatever. If you're walking in the street like I do, I listen to podcasts walking around town. What else? If you're waiting, if you're at the doctor's office waiting for your turn to see the doctor, you can listen to podcasts too. So there are many ways we can include this activity in our daily routine, right? And it's fantastic because you're practicing your listening comprehension, and the podcasts that we recommend usually have transcripts. So like you did, you can read the transcripts. They're usually, it's more comfortable to read them on your computer, right?
Yeah.
And then you can tell someone about what you listened. That's what you're doing today.
Oh my God.
So very good.
I am
very good.
I am a little bit shy because I don't have much time to do it. But when I arrive in my house from my job, I try to, the first one is the benefits of listen and read in English, okay? And the first time of this lesson is about a very new word for me, I need to say, punctuality. Punctuality. How can I say?
Punctuality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Punctuality.
And sharp.
Sharp. How do you spell this one?
S-H-R-A-R-P. Sharp is a sharp, exactly. And unpunctually. How can I say it? I don't know. Unpunctually.
The opposite of punctual. Exactly. That's the opposite of punctual.
Yeah, exactly.
Unpunctual.
Yeah.
Really? That's new for me too.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
But Josie, the 2 episodes, you listened to 2 or 3?
Three.
Ah, okay. So I got only 2 here. So you got 58 and 57, and the other one is
59. 59.
59. 57, 58, 59. Okay. Let me see if I can open again and try to find it. So 59 is about, let's see if I can find it.
Punctual. I don't know how can I say this, and I'm not sure.
So the adjective is punctual. Punctual.
Okay.
So a person is punctual, right?
Yes.
But the noun, the thing is punctuality. Punctuality. So let me podcasts. Let me try to find this one here. Okay, really quick. Okay. 59. I'm going to show you people here who are watching what it looks like. Where is it? 59. Okay. So here. Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Yes. This one here.
It's amazing.
The benefits. Exactly. So the podcast is Speak English Now. Right now. Don't wait for after Carnival. Right, Josie?
Yes.
Don't wait for after Carnival. Start right now.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so the benefits of listening and reading in English. Tell me about this episode.
Well,
oh yeah, so punctuality.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I try to do some mention. I will try to do some mention about friends, because when you have some meet with some friends, always friends arrive after the correct time, you know.
No, but it's not just friends, it's Brazilians, right?
Brazilians.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
I think it's it's an umbrella. The umbrella is Brazilians.
Yeah, I understood.
It's part of, it's something culture. It's cultural. We are not, it's strange. Don't you think it's strange when somebody's punctual?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, it's a little bit strange. Special, for example, my boyfriend, he's so punctually, you know. If he says,
oh, he's punctual.
Yes, he is. He is, and sometimes I am speak with him, and then he all the time he says, "You have sure 1 p.m. in your house? It's okay? Oh, okay."
Are you sure it can be there at 1 p.m.? Yes. So I'm going to show you again because this is the transcript. Okay, so here. The transcript, and this podcast is really great because she puts in bold, negrito, né? Bold, the words. So Josie was mentioning the new words, punctual, sharp. Right? Punctuality, punctual, unpunctual, which is the opposite of punctual. This is interesting because sometimes we don't know how to make the opposite, right? What prefix, affix, suffix, I don't know anymore, prefix do you use? Im, un, so unpunctual.
Unpunctual.
Yes. What are the examples she gives? Do you remember, Josie? Can you read on your computer? Read, please.
Mini story, let me put here let me put here because I want.
It's a
059. Let me back here.
A typical conversation between two friends.
Yeah, exactly. And one very interesting thing that she said is all the time when people later, some people says, have you waited long?
Have you waited long? Have you waited long?
No, Rose, say something like that. Let me put here my.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me try to.
Okay. This is her name is Georgiana, the person who hosts Learn English Now. Speak English Now is Georgiana. So this transcript here is only an extract, a small part of the whole thing. If you want access to the whole thing, you need to pay, okay, to have access. But the extract is already really good.
Yes, I saw this information. Let me see.
Because you listened to the podcast, so you know more than me, because I didn't listen to it. Did you find the dialogue?
Yeah, I found it. Why you'd like that I do? I can read it, or I can give some examples.
Yes. Oops. So read the dialogue, please.
Okay. In the first part of this lesson, I will talk about punctuality. In the second part,
punctuality. It's because it's a very long word. Long. So you have to be patient and say everything. Punctuality. Perfect. Yes.
Okay. In the second part, you will practice your spoken English with a mini story. And in the last section, I will mention the benefits of read and listen. Hi, are we meeting at 5 p.m. to go to the movies? Yes, of course, no problem. I will see you then at 5 p.m. Sure. Just be punctual this time. The movie start on time.
So
okay, go ahead.
What does it mean? I'll see you then at 5 p.m. sharp. Sharp. What does it mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly
5 p.m. Be punctual.
Yes.
So this is a typical conversation between two friends.
Yes.
Unfortunately, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, for some people, punctuality is something, let's say, flexible.
Yes.
I particularly like to be very punctual. And if I meet a friend, I always arrive a few minutes early.
What about you, Josie? Are you punctual? Or do you usually arrive late? Or it depends?
Yes.
It depends on the situation.
Yes. For my job, I need to take a bus, and then I need to be on stop bus in the exactly sharp time. Okay, I don't know if I can say, I can say sharp time.
No, you can say I need to be there at 7 a.m. sharp, something like that. You need to say the time and then sharp.
Okay, 7 a.m. sharp. Yes. But with my boyfriend, with some friends, I sometimes I am late.
So it's different when when it has to do with work and when it has to do with your friends and family, right?
Yeah.
If it's leisure or if it's work.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
And in the last paragraph, Josie, there is a phrasal verb that means to be with your friends. What is it? What is it?
Let me see.
In the last paragraph, in the beginning.
Let me see if I can see it here. Read the text and speak English for. No, I can't see the last.
It says if you hang out. Do you see that? If you hang out with your friends. No?
No, because here the last paragraph that I have is what I read before. I always arrive a few minutes early. I don't know what happened, but I can see. But I am see here by another player series speak English. I'm not sure, but I can see both things.
Yeah, okay. But the phrasal verb is to hang out. To hang out is to spend time with people you like, your friends and something like that, to hang out. Okay. So it says here that it's okay if you're hanging out with your friends, it's okay to be late, 5 minutes late or something like that, right?
All right.
But if it's business related, it's not, it doesn't look good to be late. It doesn't look good at all, right? And your manager, boss, whatever, might not like it. Very nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that she said? Because I can only have access to the transcript. Is there anything else that she said that was interesting?
Yeah.
That you want to say before we move on to the next one?
I wrote these thoughts that I said to you about this podcast.
All right.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next episode.
Okay. Of 058.
All right. So let me see. How do I...
08.
5. Okay. Yeah, so learn English daily, the power of habit.
This is a fantastic, this is amazing, in my opinion.
The power of habit. Yes, this is everything. Habit is everything. Without habits, the motivation dies out. Everything dies, right, without habits.
Yes.
Because we are only alive because we have a habit, right? We have habits. We eat, we sleep, we work. We are alive basically because we have habits. And if you want to accomplish, so tell me, Josie, it's your turn. Tell me everything you remember, all the details.
Okay, I wrote something here, the power of a habit, and the point of view of this history. She said that we are creators of habit. We are.
What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Because she gave to us some some example about it, you know, like for example, when you wake up every day, you need to brush your teeth, you need to take a shower, you need to make some, how can I say, you need to make a cup of coffee, you know, it's your routine.
Make breakfast,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's your routine. And then, I guess, for example, if you have some goals, if you have some target, also you need to keep it on. Because, for example, I am off from university, and then I try to keep in my routine some exercise, some gym, and then I pay it for 1 month, and then I guess girls told me, Josie, you'd like take some program for 6 months. I told her no, I will pay for 1 month. And then I will see what will happen. And then every day when I arrive for my job, I am go to the gym. And then, but it's not like I posted my Instagram yesterday, also in my status and WhatsApp. It's not that because I love gym. It's not really it, you know. I don't love it.
You don't hate.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't like.
I don't like gym, but I need to do.
Okay.
And then I am trying.
This is, yes.
You know, I am trying to take it like a habit.
So Georgiana talks about this situation. Because, for example, to the habit of eating. This is not a very difficult habit because we like eating, right? So this is an easy one. But the habit of waking up early, the habit of studying English every day, right? These are habits that people might not like, but they are necessary. They're necessary. Going to the gym, if you want, if you feel going to the gym will make you healthier, you feel it's necessary for you, you need to make it a habit, you need to go anyway. What else? Tell me more.
Yeah.
Is there...
Also, she said, let me see. She mentioned something about speak different languages like you. For example, you love languages, you study a lot of languages. But of course, like yesterday, I watched your live with Ed. I'm not sure, but I guess you said something about you have some plan to study English, a plan. Polish,
Polish, yes,
Polish. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You are a teacher. You need to change your routines for you study Polish because you fluent in Portuguese, you fluent in English, you fluent in another language, and then right now you take another language for study, and then you need to change your because some people say, oh, you have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. I work a lot. I have to prepare. I have to make videos. I have videos for YouTube, videos for Instagram. There are a lot of things that I do during the day. I'm busy too. But I find the time. I make time. This is the secret. If you can control that, you can do anything you want in your life. Anything. If you can learn how to make time for your priorities, for things that are important to you, you do it. You find a way to do it. You find a way. And this is what we are always telling the students to do. You need to find a way. It's not me. I'm not going to change your life. I'm not going to change it at all, right? You need to change it yourself. So, and the feeling of being able to mold your life, to arrange your life in a way, oops, it's freezing, but arrange your life in a way that suits you and suits your, hello, Josie? Maybe, oh, you're back. Suits you and suits what you want to do is very powerful. It's very powerful to be able to do that. So it's not a teacher that is telling you to do it. It's you
deciding what are you going to do with your time, right? In my case, I feel learning a language now is important because why? For many reasons. Because one of them, the main reason, is that I am putting myself in a place in the student's shoes, right? I want to feel what a student feels, and I want to experiment and to see what it's possible to do with the internet, right? Right, Josie? So it's all about making time to create a habit. What else? Did she say anything else?
Yeah, Valeria.
Mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
I work. Valeria Veronese worked with me time ago, and she are correct. You change your mindset, you know, because it's absolutely. For example, sometimes you see something happen, but you don't imagine what's the effort that people do for keeping it on. And then I guess the language, especially the language. When I had some opportunity out Brazil, I feel so crazy. My mind feel crazy, uncomfortable, because you need. Like we said before about the gym, you feel your body. I know that you love exercise too. Maybe for you it's very easy. Yeah. But when you start, you feel
it's not. It's not. Every single day is hard. Every single day. I've been going to the gym for many years, and it didn't change. It's difficult. Every single day is difficult, but I do it anyway. This is the secret. You have to do it anyway. Right, Josie? And so I interrupted you.
One day I wake up in the Sunday morning, and then I open my Instagram and I saw your Instagram. It's raining. You and Newton with an umbrella. I feel crazy. I don't believe it. And then you and Newton use some fun. And I speak a lot of things with on the video. I just thought, I don't believe it. I am in my bed. What they are doing, you know? What's that?
Yes.
Yes, it's your choice. It's your, because if you wake up and you see on the you see that rain and you decide to go, you have your objective.
Yeah. Yes, yes. If the objective is very strong, and also if your desire is strong, right? So if your desire to learn English and to speak English well is strong, nothing will stop you from achieving that. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You will find a way to do it. It doesn't matter what teachers say, it doesn't matter what other people say. You will find a way, especially today. Today we have access to the internet. It's what we tell the students. Today, students and teachers have the same access or access to the same information. There is no difference. The difference is that the student doesn't know what to do with the information, and the teacher knows what to do, right? Yeah. Knows how to select, how to make things more efficient, and things like that. But we have access to information today, and it's unprecedented. This is new. This is unprecedented. It is a lot of power that we have in our hands today. And I feel people don't know what to do with it sometimes, right? So that's the power of habit. Yes. Josie, do you feel, because you mentioned now, I remember that you have been abroad, going back to punctuality, do you feel that in other countries, people have different punctuality habits? Is it different in other countries? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, people say that the people from Europe they are very British. How can I say?
Europeans.
Europeans, yes.
Europeans in general.
In general, Europeans, they are so punctual. I'm not sure. I think yes.
Okay. Yeah, there is a myth that British people are punctual,
Exactly.
right? And that in Germany, the means of transportation, buses, trains, etc., they are punctual. When I was learning German, I had a chance to talk to some German people, and they told me that this is a myth. It's not really that.
Really?
The buses are not, the trains are not that punctual. But I think it's less, problematic than here. Here, things are delayed a longer time. So your friend here, Valeria, is saying, I would like to suggest TED Talks to improve the listening. Of course. Do you like TED Talks, Josie?
Yes.
Do you listen to TED Talks?
I like TED Talks. It's very interesting. I saw sometimes that also you send some TED Talks by WhatsApp group, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I try to do it every day. And actually this week or last week, yesterday, I was talking to Ed about it. There was this polyglot Lydia. Do you remember? I don't know if you listened to me talking about her. So Lydia Mahova is a polyglot from Slovenia. Yeah, and she speaks 9 languages, and she learned all the languages in her country. In Slovenia. She didn't learn the language living in another country. She learned there, using the resources we all have access to, the internet, books, things like that. And she gave a talk at TED about the secrets of learning languages, which now has been watched by more than 1 million people in a little over a week, I think. So it's really great. It's a 10-minute talk. I recommend that. Her name is Lydia. Try to find it there. And today there was a webinar. She gave a webinar on her YouTube channel, Language Mentoring, that's the name. And she spoke for 2 hours and a half, I think, 2 hours and a half, about her experience learning languages and all the tips, the best tips to learn languages. And it is fantastic. So you can, I don't know if you can watch it now, but I think I'll put the link, because I watch it, I have access to the link. I will post it to WhatsApp, so people, I hope they can watch it. So it's habits. We only achieve things, and in the specific case of learning English, you need to have a habit. And more recently, we have been telling students that, because in the past, I told students that they should study for at least 1 hour every day without skipping a day. That's how I study, and that's how I reached level A2 in Polish in 9 months. That's not easy. That's not common for people to do that. Why? Because I studied every day. But I understand some people cannot study every day. So if you need to skip some days, some people say it's fine. I don't feel fine with myself when I skip a day. I don't. So I avoid that at all costs. But what I'm saying now is, instead of saying study 1 hour every day, you study 7 hours per week. And then you can distribute that amount of time any way you want. But it has to be, the minimum has to be 7 hours per week.
7.
You know, from Monday to Monday, from Sunday to Sunday. You need to find a way to organize your life and study the minimum to see some change, some progress, to change your level. If you want to change your level, the minimum has to be 7 hours per week. Which is, it's not a lot, you know, but it's not 0. Because there are many students who do not study between the classes. And this is very, very frustrating for the student and for the teacher and for everybody else, right? So it's frustrating for everybody, actually. So not studying is not an option.
Yeah.
It's not an option. You have to do something, right? So the power of habit. There is a book with this title, The Power of Habit. I recommend that book.
Yes. Another thing that I would like to share with you guys is I watched last week. I watched some video from Wendell Carvalho.
Wendell Carvalho.
Yes, he's a coach. He's you know, he do some, how can I say, palestra.
Some kind talks.
Motivation talks. And he said one thing very, very interesting for anything that you need to start. He and another guy working with some methodology about 10 C's. 10 C's. And the first C is começar em português. Start.
To begin, to start,
begin, to start. The second, you need continuar.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. That's exactly. I say only two C's. You need to start and you need to continue. What else, Josie?
What else? C's, we can talk about these C's later, but the C's that I am take for my life is começar, continuar, and connection. You need to have some connection with the things, you know. And then every day when I arrive from my job and I am going to the gym, I try to put in my mind, you need to continue. You start, then you continue. Like in English also, I guess you need you need continuar. You need to continue. I can say to continue.
You have to continue. No, you need to continue. Sem o S.
To continue, yeah. Because some people, another day I was talking with my friend, she said to me, Josie, I don't speak English because I don't have some opportunity to go out. This is not true. Because I know...
This is an excuse.
Yes, I know some people that never go out and speak very, very fluent English, you know.
You mean by going out, you mean going abroad, traveling abroad to another country?
Yeah.
Yes, I just told you guys that Lydia learned 9 languages, and she didn't learn these languages in another country. She learned 9 languages in her country.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yes, and then you need also. Time ago, my ex-boss say to me and another people that works with me. Sometimes we feel we feel preguiça mental, you know.
Yes, mental laziness, maybe mental laziness.
Exactly, and then you are okay. Yes. I can't do this. I can't try to. I don't have time to go to school for study English. And nowadays, you can study English in your house, in your room, by WhatsApp. Yeah. And also, like this group, I guess, is very, very good. For I have a lot of feedback from some friends that I use WhatsApp for studying English because your teacher sent a lot of information by free. Yes.
Oh, actually, now we have the third group, the third WhatsApp group. If you're interested, just let us know. We can add you there.
3
in the group.
Really?
But 3, yes. Yes, today we created the third group because the first one is full, the second one is almost, so we created the third one. I was going to say something.
Yeah, I forgot.
But
okay. I would like to say one thing also, because another friend, he works inside the room, because he don't need to go to the company, you know. And then, but he need to send all results by computer. In this case also, you need to keep the habit. Are you got it?
Because he's working from home, right? He's working from home.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, yes. If you're working from home, you have to be even more disciplined. You have to control yourself.
Yes.
The bottom line is learn to control yourself, and you'll be able to do whatever you want. You will be able to achieve good things, become a better person, learn many things. That's what I mean. If you learn how to control yourself, you can learn anything, even things that you consider difficult. I remember now, Josie, something that I was going to say. One thing that is very important is to have fun. Because learning, especially learning English, is not supposed to be like in the 19th century, something like really dull and boring. People like to use this word boring. It shouldn't be boring. And today with the internet, it's impossible for, you know, a language, you know, learning process to be boring. I definitely do not feel bored when I learn Polish. I never, in this past 9 months, I never felt bored. This is so interesting because I do what I like. I use apps that I like. I watch TV shows, movies. I listen to songs. I love that. I write notes on my notebooks. I like writing. Everything I do, those are things that I like, that I love doing. So this is a tip too. This is a very important tip. There are so many things you can do. It's impossible for not one thing to be something that attracts you somehow, right? It's impossible for a person to say that 100% of the resources are boring. It's impossible. One thing has to be fun for you, you know, has to be attractive to you somehow, right? It's weird when people say, oh, this is boring, this is boring. If this is boring, try something else, experiment. Experiment with different things. Another thing is there isn't a right way and a wrong way to learn. This is what also we tell the students. This doesn't exist. Sometimes the students ask, is this right? I'm writing on this way in my notebook. I'm watching the movie this way. I'm listening. Is this right or wrong? It's right. If you're learning something, it's right. Okay? What I usually say is, if the only thing that is completely wrong is to not study, this is completely wrong. Okay, this is the only thing that you should not do. Stop studying. You shouldn't do that to yourself. Yeah. But apart from that, if you're learning somehow, especially if you're having fun, then you're on the right path. You're doing fine. So you shouldn't feel insecure about how you're learning. You should have fun and experiment and so on. Josie, let's talk about the other one, because there were 3 episodes. Okay. Right? All right. The next one is about banking.
Yes, let me see. I start to read this one. It's different. It's different for me also because it's bank vocabulary in English. And
yes, it's interesting.
Yes. Because
you need to know, it has to do with money, l'argent, comptant sur la table.
Yes.
So there are interesting and important words here.
Yes, and she said that some terms, allowance, giving a lower, grant a lower, person A money and person A have the money, and person B take the money. But it's not a relation like someone give money for another person. It's like
contract.
Yes, exactly.
A contract. Yes, it's something official. You have to sign something, right? So a loan is something more formal. Usually, where can we get a loan? Where do people usually go to get a loan?
The bank. On the bank.
Exactly.
On the bank.
Yes. But if it is a relationship between two people, how do we call this transference of money from one person to the other?
Agiota.
If one person needs money, sorry?
Agiota.
No, I mean, if I need money and you have the money, I am going to what? What is the verb?
Lend loan. I don't know.
I need the money. I need the money. I don't have the money.
Take.
Yes, take or borrow.
Borrow. Yes, take or borrow.
So the person who doesn't have the money borrows the money.
Borrows the money. Borrows
Right?
the money. Okay, let me take some notes.
And the person who has the money,
yeah, lend in the brown or something, how to get a loan from the bank. Okay, I got it.
so I don't have the money, I borrow the money.
Borrow.
You have the money, so what do you do? What's the action? You?
Get.
No, to get is to borrow, to take.
You.
Get, borrow, take.
I don't know.
You? What is your action? You give or you lend?
Okay, you lend with ing, you give or you lend, yeah?
Lend, yeah. Lend with D, right? L-E-N-D.
Oh.
That's the infinitive, to lend.
Okay.
And the past, do you know the other two forms? This is an irregular verb.
Like I said,
Past and past participle.
I don't remember right now.
With a T at the end. Lent.
Lend.
Okay?
Yeah.
So lend is the infinitive. Lent, lent. And borrow is regular. So to borrow, borrowed, borrowed. Past, past participle.
Okay, I will. I need to study more about this subject. It's new for me.
Yes, because this is confusing. People confuse this a lot. This is very common. But if you pay attention, you will never confuse this again. I think people who repeat mistakes many times, many times, I see this a lot, this happens because they're not paying attention. It's not that it's hard. It's because they're not paying attention. So if you pay attention, you will never forget again. And something that you can do is use mnemonics. Mnemonics. No? Do you know what mnemonics is?
No, I don't. What's me?
Mnemonics is a memorization technique when you connect the word. You imagine a crazy story in your head, connecting the story, the image. It has to be a very crazy image, very colorful, with noises, and then you connect it with the word. For example, the word borrow. You can imagine a very crazy image. I don't know, an image of what? Of a very huge banknote, a very huge banknote. Coming, flying, maybe in your direction. Someone is giving it to you, but you have to imagine it in bright colors and maybe with some sound and things like that. And the money is coming in your direction from someone. Imagine someone, a giant, giving it to you. That will help you remember. The same thing with land. If you're lending, because it's not just money, right? We're talking about money here, but you can lend anything and you can borrow anything. So It's the same thing. You imagine a very crazy story in your head, and this usually helps people remember for a longer period of time.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, this is mnemonics, I think. We don't say the M, the first M.
Okay.
So yes, to lend means to give. The example here is I'll give you the car. For example, a father talking to a son, right? I'll give you the car so you can use it tonight. He's not really giving the car, he's lending the car to the son. The son is borrowing, borrowing the car. And there is a very formal expression here. Can you see the expression in your extract?
Let me see if I take notes. It's lending, borrowing something, and how to get along. Is this?
Yeah, it's an expression with the word loan. So you can give a loan, but there is a very formal way to say give a loan. Do you know which one?
Give a loan, grant a loan.
Exactly. No. Yes, to grant a loan. Yeah. So banks do that, and yeah, and you can grant other things. You can grant scholarships and things like that.
All right. All right. Very good.
Excellent. So, Josie, you chose this one, Speak English Now. So for people who have just arrived, actually, Valeria said something else here.
Valeria?
So, Maurizinho...
Maybe you can...
Maurizinho said...
maybe you can invite Valeria later because she lives in Europe for 1 year.
Wow, fantastic. Yes, I think she is. Wow, it's late there now because they're like 4 hours ahead of us, I think.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll get in touch. Verones Valeria.
Exactly.
She's saying here, I started to read books in English and I think it's a good way to improve the vocabulary. Are you reading any books these days? Have you been reading any books these days, Josie?
Yes, I have some objective about it because I tried to the end of 2018. I tried to do some plans for 2019, and special I was doing some post-graduation, and then I finished it. I showed the project. And then right now I am more, how can I say? I have more time now. Exactly. And then I went to, I bought the book from Gisele Bündchen in English.
Ah, okay. In English? Yes. Wow.
Yes. Because
fantastic.
I want to be uncomfortable when I start read it because in Portuguese is easy for me. Yeah.
Yes, no, read in English. But have you started reading or not yet?
Not yet. I will start the next week. And I know that the people talk a lot about this book, and she opened the
why? I haven't heard about what is this book about? What does she say in the book?
Yeah, she had some she talked about her history, but also she talks about the síndrome do pânico. I don't know how can I say this in English.
Really? I think it's panic syndrome. Panic syndrome.
Yeah.
Why? Does she have that?
Yes, she shows some experience because I guess she was with 23 years, and she lived,
when she was younger.
Yeah, young. She lives alone, and she's keep it 9 months.
Wow.
And then I went to
okay, so she talks about that experience.
Right.
Okay. So this is the first book you read this year. That's in English. That's very good. What's the name of the teacher? What teacher? At this moment, I'm reading the first 90 days.
Oh.
So, Valeria, I'm going to invite you for a live stream,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
To practice.
Yes.
Yes, we'll talk about books, about tips,
and
things like that.
She works with computer. She's IT. She's technology.
She works in IT. No, she works in IT.
Yes,
IT, information technology.
Yes.
Excellent, yeah. Very nice. What we usually ask people to do is to listen to a podcast, to choose one of those podcasts, to listen to some episodes, and to talk about the episodes. Do you feel, Josie, that by listening, I know you listened today, you didn't have much time, but do you feel that you know more now that you have talked about the episode than before? Is it different or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Because well, I feel sad because I don't read a lot. I don't listen it a lot. But I feel different because you can. I take notes, new words. I take notes, some information, and then this is my notebook. And then all the new words I put here, I will remember it, and I guess no will forget it, you know. And then, for example, I guess speak English now. I have a lot of title, a lot of option for you, and you just start. And it's important. In my case, it's important to take notes.
Yeah, me too. I need to write down, and now I started to use a new method. For me, it's new. It's called the gold list. Have you heard about this method?
No.
The gold list method. No, I started doing it. I'm going to maybe next time we do a live stream, I'm going to explain how it works. Let me show you here. You get the vocabulary and you make a list like this. So it's 2 columns. Here is in the language you're learning. In my case, it's Polish. And here I put in English, but you can put in Portuguese. And then it's 25 words. And then you keep doing that. You skip this page is blank. And then you keep writing here like I did. The next one, and then the next one here. And then you keep doing that for many days. You just move forward, keep writing. And this vocabulary I get from a book, a Polish book. And then I copy here. And I try to pay attention and to remember. But I don't go back. In 2 weeks in the future, I will go back here and I will distill this list. What does it mean to distill? I want to see how many words I remember and how many words I don't remember. So I will probably remember only 30%. 30%? Less than that. Something like that. What I don't remember, I will copy here. So here I will write again the same things that I wrote here, but only the things that I don't remember. The things that I remember, I will not write here anymore. So the list will be shorter. And then 2 weeks in the future after that, like a month later, I will come back to this list and do it again below. So the list will get smaller and smaller and smaller, and what's left, it's what's really, really difficult to remember. But because I will have been doing that for minutes, for a few times, the chances to remember it increases. So I don't know. I'm new to the method, but Lydia, the Slovenian polyglot, she loves this method. For her, she says it's perfect. It works well. So I'm willing to give it a try. I was watching the YouTube video of the person who invented this method. I forgot his name. I think he's Russian. Oh, we have 30 seconds left here. Josie, thank you so much for accepting the invitation for this impromptu class. You did a great job. That's fantastic. Now you know what to do for the next time. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to choose a podcast and listen to enough material to tell me in 1 hour.
Thank you so much.
My name is...